Jafora Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in. And let's talk with Jafora Fox. Hey, Jafora Fox. Jafora Fox.
Hello, hello, hello. God bless you. And thank you so much for joining the Jafora Fox Show. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube audience. I am so glad you are here. Say hello and let me know where you're watching from. This space is designed for thoughtful conversations about psychology, alignment, leadership, and the internal shifts that shape how we move through life and decision making. Each episode builds intentionally on the last. We've explored pressure, we've explored alignment, we've explored boundaries and the discipline of not over explaining yourself. And now we move into something many people experience after alignment: hesitation about timing. Because once clarity arrives, a new question often emerges. Is it the right time? And deeper than that, am I truly ready? So if just joining me, say hello and welcome to the Jafora Fox Show. I am your host, Dr. Jafora Fox, IO psychologist, professor, author, speaker, consultant, and I am so excited that you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Say hello in the comments and let me know that you're joining and where you're watching from. And hello to LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And I just wanted to ask you something. How long have you been telling yourself you need a little more time? More preparation, more certainty, more confirmation? But what if you're not waiting on timing? What if you're waiting to feel ready? And that feeling is the very thing keeping you still. Tonight, we're talking about timing versus readiness and why many of us wait longer than necessary before taking action. Before we go deeper, I want you to reflect on this. Are you currently waiting for better timing or waiting to feel more ready? You don't have to answer out loud. Just notice your first response. There's a difference between perceived readiness and real readiness. Perceived readiness is emotional. It sounds like, I'll know when I'm confident. I need complete clarity. I need everything aligned perfectly. But real readiness often looks different. It looks like partial clarity, some uncertainty, and a willingness to move forward anyway. Readiness is rarely a feeling that arrives fully formed. Often readiness reveals itself through action. And so I want to ask you something else. And as you're joining in, just say hello, say hello. Bless you, Elder Justine. God bless you. Thank you for joining from Green Cove Springs, Florida. Thank you, thank you. And thank you so much, Prophetess Sharice Stevens. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to share at least with 3 people. Tag them and let them know that the Jafora Fox Show is on. And it is definitely an awesome topic: timing versus readiness, why we wait longer than necessary. So I want you to think about that. Why do we wait longer than necessary? And are you waiting for clarity or for comfort? So type clarity or comfort in the comments. If you're waiting on something, are you waiting to get more clarity or are you waiting to get comfort about that that you're waiting on? And so you can put clarity or comfort in the comments. So I thank you so much for your engagement. And sometimes waiting feels responsible, strategic, even wise. But psychologically, waiting can also become a form of decision avoidance. We are avoiding making that decision. And decision avoidance may look like endless research, constant refining, seeking more validation, more notes, more conferences, more classes, more of something else to try to, you're waiting on that feeling. And as I said earlier, it's not a feeling unless it's the feeling from the Holy Spirit. That's something different. But if you're waiting on a feeling, you may not get that feeling that you're looking for. Or staying in preparation mode indefinitely, always preparing. Preparation feels productive, but sometimes preparation becomes a way to avoid commitment. And be honest with yourself for a moment. Have you ever told yourself you were preparing when deep down you knew you were postponing? I just want you to take a moment just to reflect on that. Deep down, you were waiting. You thought that you're waiting for that feeling, waiting for that timing. And deep down, you knew you was just postponing. And that's okay too. Yes, Prophetess says clarity, absolutely. Fear rarely introduces itself honestly. It does not introduce itself. It does not say, I'm afraid. Instead, it says, let me prepare a little more. Let me wait for better timing. Let me gather just one more piece of information. Preparation is valuable, but when preparation becomes indefinite, it may be fear worn professional language. What decision have you been preparing for months? Or maybe even years? Just name it quietly to yourself. Have you been waiting on something maybe for months, maybe for years, and you just keep waiting on that right time, waiting to think that something else is going to happen? And sometimes we'll even say, you know what, I'm waiting on God, but God is waiting on you. So, good evening, Deacon Fox. Thank you so much for tuning in. And hello to you, Sheila. Thank you so much. Grace and peace to you too. Thank you so much. Let me know where you're joining from, and then share with at least 3 people. And again, tonight's topic, if you're just now tuning in, it's timing versus readiness. Why we wait longer than necessary. And you have to keep moving regardless. And so I just want you to just name that quietly to yourself, because awareness is powerful. We have to know why we do what we do, and because that brings that sense of awareness that we need. And leadership is not about perfect timing. We're waiting for that perfect time. Leadership is about decision, energy, making that decision, the ability to move when clarity exists, even when comfort does not. And I could tell you, in comfort, God sometimes put you in uncomfortable positions, places, things, situations, because you're waiting on that space and that time of comfort. And you're waiting for it to be perfect. I need to have everything together, because waiting for perfect readiness slowly erodes momentum. We're waiting for everything to come together. And sometimes you have a space of uncertainty. And action builds trust. And self-trust strengthens your leadership presence. When you trust yourself, you trust what you know you should be doing. You have to trust yourself and know that you got this. Oh, thank you so much, Sheila, for tuning in from New York. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Deacon, for sharing. If you would, thank you, Prophetess, for sharing. Thank you, because sharing is caring, and I appreciate you all tuning in and sharing. And so here's something to consider. What would change in your life or leadership if you acted at 70% readiness instead of waiting for 100% certainty? What do you think will change? Just imagine that shift that will happen and that will take place. You can probably attest with yourself that when you started to began to do something, that you didn't have everything all the way together. You didn't have all of the pieces together. You may not have all the resources together. You may not have the help that you needed all the way together. But when you began to do what it is that you needed to do, and you look back, you know that things worked out. It worked out, but you have to make that decision to move forward in what it is that you are called to do. You have to do the purpose and the plan that God has called for your life. God has a plan for each and every one of us, and we have to move forward in the purpose and the plan for our life. That's the faith. That's who I am. That's the essence of me, is my faith, in me listening and taking the time to hear from God, getting to that space of clarity and alignment, so that your mind and your thought is not cluttered with so many things. You can't really move forward, and you can't really hear when you are cluttered with so many thoughts and things and distractions and people. And so thank you again for sharing, Sheila. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, Peggy. Bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, Belma. God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know where you're joining from. And tonight's topic is timing versus readiness, why we wait longer than necessary. And so I welcome you. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining from Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, welcome. I am your host, Dr. Jafora Fox, and I am so happy that you are here. And so I want you to ask yourself, where am I waiting for readiness instead of choosing movement? Is there something that you have going on where you're waiting for that readiness? You're waiting for everything to make sure that it lines up. You have all of this, say, like the I's dotted and the T's crossed and everything, no uncertainty, but you're not choosing the movement to move forward in what it is that you're needing to do. You want to move forward. This is about forward movement. And where have you confessed or confused preparation with hesitation? It's like, I need to prepare this, I need to do this, I need to do that. And then you hesitate and you don't move forward. And what would shift if you trusted that clarity grows through actions, meaning that you have to do something? The Bible talks about faith without works is dead. That means that we have a part that we need to play in what it is that we are doing, even when we don't have everything together. Sometimes it's resources, sometimes it's clarity, sometimes you don't have the full blueprint to move forward. Sometimes you don't have the people that you think you need to help. And I'm a living witness that God will definitely send you what you need when you need it. And so if this resonates with you, I want you to type in the comments, move anyway. Because I want you to move anyway. I want you tonight to know that you are moving anyway. Even with the uncertainty, you're moving anyway. Prophetess says, yes, I'm moving forward. So type in the chat, move anyway. And thank you so much for joining TMG-G11. Thank you. And put where you are tuning in from. Yes, Sheila said, move anyway. So I want you to make sure, Elder Justine said, move anyway. Prophetess said, move anyway. I want you to move anyway, even if you don't have all of the things that you think you need to move forward. At least take that step, that you'll be closer than where you were when you started. That's all I've done. I've just moved anyway. Forward movement, moved anyway. And I'm so grateful and thankful to God, because as I take the first step, God always meets me. He always shows up. He's always there. And so I want you tonight, if there's something that you're waiting on, if there's something that you have some uncertainty about, I want you to get quiet, create that space of clarity and alignment so that you can hear from God, so that you can move in the direction. Trust your discernment. Trust the God that's in you to move forward in doing what he's called for you to do. Because the Bible, yes, Jeremiah 29:11 said, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And so I use both faith and psychology in helping to move myself forward, because the Bible talks about renewing our minds, talks about guarding our hearts. But we have to move forward. So you have to do your part. And what I know in my experience is that when I do my part, God always shows up and does his part. He's always. So he is waiting on you. So if there's something that you have that you need to do, I pray that this is confirmation for you to move forward in doing what it is that you need to do, because there are people waiting on you. There are people that God has assigned to you. There's platforms that he wants you to be a part of and speaking. There's people that you need to help. They're waiting to hear your voice. Absolutely. Yes, God. That's it. Partnership with God. Yes. I am in partnership with God, because I do my part and then I allow God. He comes in and he does the rest. God says, show up, do your best, and watch me do the rest. And I tell you, the Lord gave me that probably about 3 or 4 seasons ago. And I just keep showing up. No matter what, I just keep showing up. And I want you to move forward in what it is that God has called for you to do. No matter what, just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Hi, Iris. Bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. Hello, Stephen. Thank you so much for the service. Thank you so much for tuning in from Orange Park, Florida. Thank you all so much for tuning. Make sure you share with others. Let them know that Jafora Fox Show, I'm on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Also, if you would subscribe to the Jafora Fox Show YouTube channel. So you can go to YouTube, Jafora Fox Show, and subscribe. And if you would, ask some of your friends and family and colleagues that to subscribe as well to my YouTube channel, wanting to get the numbers up over there. So I ask of you that small task to share and to subscribe, and ask others to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can always go back and catch the replay on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. So yes, Prophet says, yes, show up, do your best, and watch God do the rest. Yes, Lord. That is it. Show up. You got to show up no matter what is going on around you. It's not even based upon, how you feel. Just keep showing up. Keep showing up. And so if you're joining in just now, say hello, and let me know that you're joining. I appreciate you being here. You are so welcome to the Jafora Fox Show. And I'm excited that you're here. And so know that timing matters, because timing's not always external. Sometimes timing is simply the moment you decide to trust yourself enough to move forward. Not perfectly, not without uncertainty, but with alignment. And so I thank you for being here. This space is about thinking deeper, aligning fully, and leading differently. And so I want you to put in the chat, think, align, lead. So think, align, lead. Put that in the chat because I want you to think. I want you to be aligned and that you lead and you move forward because there are people waiting. They're waiting on you. They're waiting to help you. They're waiting to sow into you. They're waiting for your voice. They're waiting for the change that they need. And you have what it is that they need because God has assigned them to you. So yes, think, align, lead. Think, align, lead. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Elder Justine, for putting think, align, lead in the comments. And so I'll see you next time on the Jafora Fox Show. God bless you. Good night. And I love you. And God loves you too. So God bless you. Thank you.
Jafora Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God.